Now, this one really made me laugh this morning because I thought, oh my God. So really, what they're saying, well, I'll let you watch the video because it was on Sky News, basically. This is the new Chief Secretary to the Treasury, Laura Trott.
Mental health and mobility problems will be expected to work from home. If they can't go to work, they're expected to work from home. Some of my viewers this morning might think that sounds a bit uncaring.
I think that if you can work, as a principle, you should work. And that is what the government believes. That's been the thrust of all of our policies. Of course, there should be support for people to help them into work or to help them with issues that they're facing. But ultimately, there is a duty on citizens that if they are able to go out to work, that's what they should do.
Who'll decide?
I think this is a decision which is taken, in the way that all benefits decisions are taken with the Department of Work and Pensions. It's a very serious job. I've just moved from the Department of Work and Pensions. I was Pensions Minister there before. You've got some brilliant civil servants there who are working very hard to make sure our welfare system is supporting those who need support. But those who can work, can contribute, should contribute. And that is the principle that we must keep throughout all of this.
Basically, you lot out there, that's disabled, you need to work from home. Yeah, well, first things first, what job do they expect you to do at home? Well, I don't know many jobs that you could do from home. What, telemarketing, if you're able to use a telephone, and there'll be quite a few people out there with anxiety, depression, speech impediments. You probably can't talk on the phone. Deaf and hard of hearing. They're not going to use a phone, are they? The only other job that I know that you could do from home is packing. So packing up candles and things like that, where you put them in boxes. I know there was a job advertised locally that was putting was it makeup or something like that into a box. Unfortunately, that's piecework, and you have to do so many thousand per day, otherwise you don't get paid. For me, manual dexterity, probably wouldn't be able to do that. It would be also totally boring. I mean, it's just mind-blowingly. It reminds me of the old system they had of workshops for disabled people, where they paid you to go and sit there all day doing menial jobs. But as you know, I work self-employed from home at the moment because that's the only way that I can do stuff at the moment is via online, because of classes being closed, people not willing to go out and do classes. So therefore I do them online. I also do websites and things like that, and I also do YouTube. The other new thing I'm doing is one-to-ones. So if you want a one-to-one, let me know. Right, so yeah, I'm looking forward to the idea from Jeremy Hunt that you can work from home and it will cure you. Yeah, trust me, I mean, it's exactly what he said. Basically, you can work from home, your disability will go away, and you'll be able to be a productive member of society. Put it this way, I had a good laugh this morning. It was very, very amusing. I am gratified, I would say, that the number of disabled people that have come out now and put out videos, TikTok videos, YouTube videos, and they are opposing all of this crap that's come out from the government. It's even more upsetting when you know that this whole thing is a complete farce. When the government can waste £100 billion and they're coming after us for what is essentially £2.4 billion in total, that's everybody, but they're also lumping together, as you'll hear from this lady. She makes a very good point, and I really cannot say any more than what she says, so I'm going to hand over and she can make her point.
Be kidding me. Okay, Let's just start off with being completely transparent. I made 3 videos on this and TikTok will not post a single one of them, probably because about how angry I am. So I'm going to try and tone it down a bit, but I don't think I can tone it down a hell of a lot. What Jeremy Hunt with a C has said here is absolute bullshit. Because quite frankly, he is once again scapegoating people on benefits from the problems that his party have caused because they have been in power for the last 14 years. It's people on benefits who have the problem because the taxpayers paying for us to sit on our asses, and it simply is not true. I'm going to again do a very quick breakdown again, I've done this a lot of times now, about how the benefit system works and the proportionate benefits claimants. Okay, so the highest proportion of benefit claimants are pensioners, and this is state pension, and whether you like it or not, the state pension is considered to be a benefit. Private pensions, not. State pensions, yes. So every single adult over the age of 65 or 66, I can't remember, that is claiming a state pension is included in this. It statistically is a benefit, therefore statistically it's included in all their graphs and all their other bollocks. The next largest group of benefit claimants are those who are in work and are paid so little that they need the taxpayer to top up so they can actually live. This could be pretty easily resolved by the government making sure that they actually get corporations to pay their workers a living wage, and then the taxpayer would not have to pay to top up wages of people that are paid piss poor amounts. Also, a large majority of these low income people are paying taxes, so therefore they're paying taxes to pay their benefits to top up the money that their employers should be giving them so they could live. And then they're being blamed for it by people like Jeremy Hunt with a C. Then you've got people that work part-time. Now, these people that work part-time usually do so because there is an outside reason for it. Okay, firstly, it could be as simple as part-time work was all they could get. Secondly, they could be a parent of a child who's over 2 but under school age, therefore they only get 15 hours a week of free childcare, so they can only work 15 hours a week. They might have a disabled or chronically ill family member that they need to take care of, or they might be disabled or chronically ill themselves. Therefore, they are in employment, they're just claiming benefits as well. And then you have people like me who are disabled and chronically ill and can't work. And can't being the operative word. Not won't, not don't want to, physically can't in the current climate and system with jobs the way they are. As I have said a multitude of times before, all you have to do is mould a job around a disabled person's ability. Literally write a job that is suitable for their ability and they will be in work. Very few of us can't work at all, providing the system is completely correct. However, the system is not correct. There is nothing out there for us. Nothing, at least for me, that fits all my limitations and lack of abilities. As soon as there is, trust me, I'd be on it. You also have to get my doctor to say it's okay. Okay, and there are people that are actively way too unwell to work. People that are in the state that I have been in my life where they're completely bedbound, they can't go to the toilet by themselves, they can't even stand light or sound. Those people are not just sitting on their asses scrounging benefits of you. They would rather be working, trust me. And yes, there is a very, very tiny percentage of benefit fraud, which is 0.7% overall. All benefits, all of them. So what Jeremy Hunt would have you believe is that people are working to pay people that are just sitting on their asses and committing benefit fraud, which is 0.7%. Doesn't want to take any responsibility for the fact that his government have been in power for 14 years now. The fact that they've given tax cuts to their rich friends that has cost the nation money. The fact that they gave COVID contracts to their friends who had no idea what they were doing and for the most part not only benefited off the death and suffering of hundreds of thousands and millions of people, but in cases of PPE actually produced PPE that was notably ineffective and therefore simply thrown away, literally flushing billions of pounds down the toilet. It seems like this government are going to blame everything and everyone that they possibly can other than themselves when it is them that's been in power for 14 years. Even my 5-year-old knows how to take responsibility for her own actions, Jeremy. You and your government need to do the same thing. You've fucked up. We all know it. We all see it. It's not, you can't hide it. It's obvious. So just accept it and do better. This will make some people have a better understanding of the benefit system and how it works and how we are being used again as scapegoats for society, for this government to blame us who can't even afford to fucking eat. It's obviously our fault that the economy is in crisis because we're not spending money, because we don't have any to spend, dude. I can't afford to feed my children. I had to sell the clothes literally off my back to fund their Christmas presents. And you want to blame me for this? You've tried to blame immigrants, you've tried to blame old people, but then you realise that they are actually your voting base. And Boris Johnson had said that maybe the thing that shut down the world for 2 years was a way to sort out the older generation. Maybe you need to just save your own asses with them right now. However, what you're not realising or not remembering is that state pension is the biggest chunk of benefits in this country, followed swiftly by people who are employed and ridiculously paying taxes to top up their own income that the corporation or company or whatever they're working for should be paying in the first place, which is diabolical, really. So would you and the rest of your government please get your head out of your asses, take some responsibility for the devastation you have caused in the last 14 years and fucking fix it?
So there you go, that's the video, and it's very, very interesting, very, very valid points there. And I can't add anything to it, I'm afraid. I can't. I've basically sent a message saying, can she come on and we can do an interview, but hopefully she will, and we'll hear some more. So that's it from me for today. A very special extra video because it's topical. That's it. Have a good day.